The American League Central takes on the West. We'll see the Detroit Tigers and the Los Angeles Angels. And now we go to Los Angeles with Gary Thorne, Steve Phillips, and John Kruk.
Leading off the game, Austin Jackson. At the belt, Blanton kicks and throws. Got the bat on that one, and Trout's there. One away.
Well, he just got under this one, a left fielder able to make an easy catch.
And it's Torrey Hunter at the plate with one away. One of the great fielding outfielders of all time, Torrey Hunter. He gets so much attention for how he can play any outfield position. People often overlook that he's also had a great career at the plate. That is strike two. Joe Blanton ahead on this count. Talking about the offensive numbers for Hunter last year, 92 runs. He hit .313. So, Steve, definitely more than just the great D.
Well, listen, Torrey Hunter hit one of the best spots in all of baseball, behind Mike Trout in front of Albert Pujols. Couldn't be better. However, behind Austin Jackson, in front of Miguel Cabrera, not a bad spot either with the Tigers.
And Torrey Hunter's come up empty with that swing. Strike three, he's gone.
Well, 2 strikes on the hitter, and he came inside. He just couldn't catch up quickly enough to it. He must have been thinking away.
And it's Miguel Cabrera now. It's taken high for a ball. Blanton out of the strike zone.
Well, he tried that four-seam fastball up in the zone to get him the chase. Tough pitch to lay off of. Good job by the hitter.
Fastball just misses, and he falls behind 2-0. Cabrera will foul that one away. Now Blanton sets up the 2-1 pitch. And it goes foul. Swinging a drive, deep left center. He heads all the way back to the warning track and gets the out. And a quick inning for Joe Blanton. He gets through the... It's going to be Doug Fister on the mound. He's starting for Detroit. Steve, as he faces these Angel hitters, what's a primary emphasis?
Doug Fister.
There's a swing, line drive, center field. And the leadoff man of this ball game's on board. See if they get it started early.
Great approach at the plate, a great swing, too. I mean, that's just one of those balls that he wasn't trying to do too much. I'm just going to get on.
Here's a ground ball to Fielder. Gets one at second. But he'll hang on to that, so they will get one.
He makes a nice play to get the lead runner at second base with a strong, accurate throw. Good footwork. They just couldn't get the double play.
And it's Albert Pujols in the box now.
You know, so many great players on the Tigers, but when you look at their pitching staff, it starts at the top, and that's with Justin Verlander. He led the way on a team that has a very good group of starting pitchers.
2 away. Thinking about the Tigers pitching staff, Scherzer was as good as any number 2 option, but getting Sanchez really is what got him on track.
Yeah, he struggled when he first...
Oh, and there goes Ibar. And he's in there at second base. There's the throw. Almost to third. Gets tagged out, though, going the other way. Maybe a bit of an ocean breeze coming in. Anaheim, about 15 miles from the Pacific. Makes for a beautiful baseball night. And Prince Fielder up. Strike one. Blanton got him to swing. 0-1.
But with the swing like that, there's no wonder why he's getting sliders right there. Tough pitch to hit out of the ballpark, but give the hitter credit. He's trying to do it anyway.
That's one away. And Victor Martinez now with one away.
Well, torn ACL kept Victor Martinez on the shelf for the entire 2012 season. It was a big blow to the Tigers, who had hoped to have him in the middle of that lineup. Look for him to be a big force this year.
And for Victor Martinez, What a bat to add to any lineup. I don't know how often they'll see him behind the plate, but he can still hit.
Yeah, and if I'm the manager, he would never see behind the plate just because of the injuries. And I would just say, okay, you're my DH, and that's all you're going to be. You're our big poppy. Just bat, hit, drive in runs, be productive, and protect our big guys.
And the Tigers get their first hit of the game.
Well, he waited for that one to get deep in the zone, and he put a good swing on it. Now, with one out, let's see if they try to move him along.
It's Dirks at the plate. Not much to complain about when the Angels play. He sends this one in the air towards center. Now it's 2 away. But not so last season for the Angels. They got off to a slow start. Never able to make up the ground, Steve, last year.
You know, they were a tough team at home, but when you add new players to your roster throughout the season, even if they're all-star caliber players like the Angels did, it takes time to make adjustments, and they just ran out of time.
Peralta hits this one. Callaspo scoops it up. Throw on to second base. Forced play. Side retired. And if you just joined us, our broadcast of Major League Baseball on 2K Sports with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. I'm Gary Thorne. And here's Josh Hamilton. This one swung on and driven hard. Jackson. He comes up with it easily here. One down. Here's Mark Trumbo.
You know, when the Angels signed Albert Pujols last season, a lot of people thought Mark Trumbo would be the odd man out, one way or another.
There's a swing. It's popped up. Peralta to field this one. 2 down.
Now, there's nothing worse than getting your pitch and just getting underneath it and popping out to short. Not going to be happy with that.
And Howie Kendrick up. He waved at that breaker and misses, and an 0-1 count.
Well, a perfect location right there. When you're a hitter and you see a ball and it's in the strike zone for a long time like that one was, you start your swing early, and then it breaks out over the plate. There's nothing you can do to hold up.
The pitch from Pfister. And Howie Kendrick got a swing and a miss. He's gone. Quick half inning. Let's check out this ball game and see what Jimmy Leland maybe thinks of it. The skipper that's happy not to have given up any runs yet, but watching for that opportunity for his offense to get on the board. And that sets down Avila.
Well, nicely done there. Ranges to his right over to second base, able to plant and throw and get the runner.
And Infante's batting. A swing and a fly ball to left center field. And Trout gloves it, puts it away. 2 down. So Austin Jackson will try to keep it going. Flew out last time. Hit in the air to center field. And that gets down. Jackson a single. He's going to try and test him here. And that's going to bring Torrey Hunter to the plate.
Well, the last thing you want to do is have a quick inning. That 2-out hit right there will prolong the inning. Great piece of hitting.
He struck out last time through. And Blanton's pitch. That's going to be looked at for a strike and take the count to 0-1.
Well, this guy features an outstanding circle changeup, Gary.
A line drive toward short. Played by Ibar. Throw over to second base. A force to retire the side. Here's Alberto Callaspo to lead it off. Line drive. That's foul towards first. The pitch from Pfister. And it goes foul. There's a swing and a miss, but he's headed for first. Struck him out, and he's still going to make it down to first base.
Well, Gary, they're able to capitalize on this mistake. The catcher's got to keep it in front, knock it down. Couldn't get the out. We'll see how it impacts the outcome of this.
There he goes for second. He is safe at second base.
Well, Gary, he had a huge lead right there. He was stretching that lead way out there, and that was critical to his steal on that base.
And that's going to be a strike. Chris Iannetta now with a defensive stance behind.
Well, with an 0-2 count, this guy does not dally around. If I'm hitting right here.
He takes off for third. Pop foul to the left. Oh, there he goes. You're out. And Iannetta struck out on a big swing.
That makes 3 straight strikeouts. That deception and change of speed has him completely off balance.
And Borges is going to come to the plate. Strike one. Fister gets him swinging.
Apparently he's looking for something a lot harder than that four-seam fastball. I don't know what else he has because he's way out in front.
Borges ground ball. Peralta with the pickup. Throws to first, side is retired. Quick inning for Doug Fister. And here's Miguel Cabrera to lead it off. He flew out his last time up. Swung on and hit. This one to Borges. One away now. One away as Prince Fielder sets in.
You know, a lot of players switch leagues and they need some time to make adjustments. Not for Prince Fielder. He picked up right where he left off, going from Milwaukee to Detroit, protecting another MVP.
0-1. Swing and a miss on that curveball. It's 0-1. Going back to Prince, he really looked at home as he had a typical season with 30 homers, 108 RBIs. Really everything you're looking for when you want a slugging first baseman.
And he hit .313, the highest batting average in his career, so he did become a complete hitter. He told me he learned a lot from the guys in the batting lineup in front of him and behind him that he hasn't learned in the past.
Hit in the dirt. Kendrick dives, got it. Throws in time to first. What a play. Now with 2 outs, here's a chance for Victor Martinez. He had a single in his last time up. Here's the first pitch. Martinez makes contact, fouled it away. Here's the 0-1 from Blanton. That's a strike, and it's 0-2, and Martinez now will go into protecting that zone.
Well, they've got a couple hits here, and we're into the 4th inning, so maybe they're starting to get something going. And the second time through the lineup, maybe they'll try to figure something out, Gary.
So he ended that half inning with a strikeout. And if you are just tuning in, hi, Gary Thorne along with John Kruk, Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. Trout at the plate. He'll lead off the 4th for the home team. And it gets through 2 for 2. He's going to try to stretch it. And that'll bring up Eric Ibar.
Well, this sort of hit starting out the inning, even though it's just a single, deflating as a pitcher because now he has to pitch out of the stretch.
Oh, there he goes for second. Towards center field. Jackson. One away. The runner's tagging from first. And he almost gets back, but there's a big out on a close play. And a chance here with 2 down for Albert Pujols. Strike one. Fister gets him swinging.
Well, the hitter struggles with curveballs when he's behind in the count. I suspect they're going to go to the hook.
A swing line to left center. And that gets down. Pujols picks up the base hit. He's going to try to stretch it. So that brings Josh Hamilton to the plate.
They tried to go down with that 0-1 pitch, but it gets blasted right back for the base hit.
Oh, and he takes off for second. The tag, and he is out. So they pick up a couple of hits in the inning, but do not. It's Dirks at the plate. And look now at the pitch type distribution. One of the hallmarks of being effective is mixing up your pitches.
Yeah, the thing about it is he's keeping his team in the game, and aside from a few mistakes he's thrown, he's done a pretty good job of mixing things up.
Yeah, it's been fairly consistent in this game. The variety of pitches has been good. And most importantly, his choice of when to go with a certain pitch has been effective.
At the belt, Blanton kicks and throws. And Kendrick's there. That's one away.
He swung hard like he wanted to drive this one, but got underneath it. Winds up just popping it up to second.
And it's Johnny Peralta at the plate with one down. Strike one. Blanton got him to swing 0-1.
Well, a lot of times movement will fool a hitter, but it looked like right here the velocity on that pitch was what caused him to swing and miss and be late.
It's hit foul by Peralta. And Johnny Peralta swinging through it is gone.
That's a great strikeout right there, Gary. 3 pitches, and he sits him down. How about that for efficiency?
Now with 2 outs, here's a chance for Alex Avila. Grounded. Oh, Avila smacks that one. It is long gone. Goodbye home run, and the Tigers are on the scoreboard. The first run of the ball game. You'll have to get that on the big fly ball and a 1-0 lead.
You know, for the Tigers, they've shifted the momentum to their favor with some timely hitting from their offense that could add to this lead still here. We may have just seen the game-winning run cross the plate.
Taps this one foul off to the left. At the belt, Blanton kicks and throws. Boy, he scorched that one. That was right over the mound. And the throw's in time at first. Mercy, what a play. And here's Josh Hamilton leading it off. First pitch on the way here. That one fouled off by Hamilton. A smash towards the hole. In there for a base hit. They just couldn't catch it. And here's Mark Trumbo standing in.
Well, this guy's got a lot of speed over there at first base, and it's not going to be surprised to see him off and running to try to steal this base. Well, everybody loves the home run ball, and Mark Trumbo can hit him as far and as hard as anybody. This guy's a big, tall player, and once he connects, it's leaving the yard.
0 for 1 thus far. Now Avila sets up, and Hamilton takes off. The pitch from Pfister. He's running, heading for second. The 1-2 pitch. That's in the dirt. He traps it. Makes contact. It is going to be fouled. That fly ball deep and off to the left. He sends this one in the air towards center. And it's going to be Hunter. Scrambles a little there. The runner's tagging from first. Uh-oh, he cannot get back there. He is out at first. And it's Howie Kendrick. And when you're having a day like this guy is on the mound, it takes a lot of things to be going right for you. Here's a look at his strategy on mixing up his pitch types.
Well, he's done exactly that. He's changed speeds, he's mixed up all his pitches, and the great thing is he's throwing them all for strikes.
It's unpredictability. The hitters can't think along with him. They don't know what he's going to throw next, keeping them off balance.
And Fielder puts that away to retire the side. And if you're just joining in, Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Kruk bringing you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. It's going to be Jackson now. He'll get things started off as we go to the 6th. Here's the 0-1 from Blanton. Jackson with the foul ball. At the belt, Blanton kicks and throws. Got the bat on that one, and Trout's there. And he puts that one away, one down. And it's Torii Hunter at the plate with one away. How about our mound performance today, Steve?
How's this righty doing it? Well, he's getting a lot of ground ball outs, and it's because they just cannot seem to stay behind the ball. They keep hitting the top of the ball.
Hunter fouls that one away. Fastball got him, 2 down.
Well, just a great sequence of pitches right there, and it only took him 3.
Boy, that's about as fine a job on the mound as you can get. 2 outs and in the box, Miguel Cabrera. Here's a swing and a ground ball. That will bring up Prince Fielder.
Well, even though there's 2 outs, you never want to think you're out of an inning. And this guy came up there and hit this ball hard somewhere.
That one swung on, it's lined. And that's going to be a base hit for Fielder. There's the throw. They apply the tag. He is out at third. So they pick up a couple of... Diaspo at the plate. What's he doing to start these hitters out? Let's take a look at how he's beginning.
Well, when he throws the first pitch for a ball, what does it mean? Well, it means he's working behind in the count lead.
That one swung on, hit, and Jackson. Catch is made. Chris Iannetta at the plate. Here's the first pitch. Called strike from Pfister. Count is 0-1.
Well, this guy's changeup is so good that a lot of hitters almost forget about his fastball, but it's that speed differential that makes it so effective.
And that's going to be a strike. Chris Iannetta now with a defensive stance behind. The master of changing speed, Steve, as you were talking about, makes that changeup that much better.
And what makes him so good is the ability to throw that changeup for a strike and have the courage to do it.
Iannetta falls off another.
Well, you can tell right there that the batter is in protection mode. Anything close, he's just trying to put it in play. The fact that he fouled it off will keep this at-bat going.
Ball! Shows bunt, stays away. 1-2. And Pfister with a 1-2 delivery. It's fouled away.
Well, once you get this long in the at-bat and that pitcher throws you his best fastball and you foul it off, you'd have to think that you have the advantage as a hitter.
That one swung on, hit, and Jackson. He catches that, and that's out number 2. And Borges is going to come to the plate. Well, pitchers love to say, whether it's in the strike zone or not, if hitters go after it, they're happy. That is the story illustrated here, showing the success and how he's been fooling these batters as they chase pitches.
Well, one of the best ways to see if a pitcher's fooling the hitters, strikes out of the strike zone, and look what he's doing here.
Well, that's the key, Steve. Anytime you can get guys swinging the balls out of the zone, you know you're going to have success. He's been doing that today.
The pitch from Pfister. And a ground ball, Cabrera. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side.
Now he's bringing it today. He's got control.
And Victor Martinez. He tried to make up for the last time up. He got called out looking against Blanton.
Well, he didn't see the ball very well in his last at-bat, striking out looking on that circle changeup, and must have been looking for something hard, got something soft, and watched it go by.
Well, and that's the third guy he's put down on strikes when he's used that pitch in a 2-strike situation.
That's a strike, and it's 0-2, and Martinez now will go into protecting that zone. We'll take a quick look here at how he's been mixing up his placement of pitches.
Well, how can you complain about what this guy has done today? I mean, most of the game he's been locked in.
You know, in respect to how he's been mixing up his location, he's doing it enough to keep the hitters off balance and keep them guessing, wondering what's coming next.
It's Dirks at the plate. Popped up his last at bat. Swing, hot shot. Oh, man, was that close. That was right back at him. Somehow he got out of the way.
Well, most hitters love that ball elevated so they can try to hit it out of the ballpark. But this is not one of these hitters. He loves the ball down in the strike zone. That's why he got that big knock right there.
And Johnny Peralta in. Struck out swinging last time up. That's a foul ball. It's hit foul by Peralta. Peralta fouls off another. At the belt, Blanton kicks and throws. Swing and a miss on the fastball, second out in the inning.
Well, he climbs the ladder on him, Gary, and he just didn't have enough bat speed to catch up to that pitch.
Here is a ground ball. Doesn't get there in time. He is on.
It's the little things that come into play. What I like is the great secondary lead that allowed him to go first to third. Now they've got a chance to score 2 on a double.
And Infante's batting. He was set down with a ground out in his prior at bat.
Ball.
And the pitch from Blanton low for a ball.
Well, a lot of guys would swing at that pitch right there, that changeup down in the strike zone, but the hitter luckily stayed off that one.
Fastball swung out and missed, and the side's retired. So, no run. Trout at the plate. No outs yet for him. Couple of at-bats and a pair of hits off Pfister.
Now, some days you just come in and you're seeing the ball a little bit better than others. Well, clearly he's seeing the fastball well. 2 hits off of that fastball in this game, and you have to look at it right now. They've got to change the location. You have to use the heater, but you're going to have to go down in the zone.
Trout grounds it. Peralta with the pickup. And that'll retire Trout.
Oh, big out right there. Listen, he's on his way to a shutout right now. They've not been able to muster much against him. This is critical time of the game. He's getting a little fatigued, and they've seen him a couple times already. He's got to make his pitch.
It's Ibar at the plate. 0 for 2 thus far. 0-1 Pfister. Kicks and delivers. And that's a strike. Eric Ibar. Now he's going to be behind in the count.
Well, holding them scoreless so far in this one and only allowed 4 hits, Gary, and I think a real credit to what he's been able to do. Outstanding work between the pitcher and catcher. Just a great plan of attack.
That's hit foul by Ibar. And Pfister with a 1-2 delivery. Popped him up. And Infante's there. And it's caught. The play by Fielder. Out number 2.
Now he's been having this lineup guess the entire game right now. He's out thinking them and out pitching them. He's continuing.
Hit up the middle. Infante fields it. Throws on to first. Side is retired.
Now, Gary, he's in absolute control out there right now.
Looking at this game, Mike Scioscia's effort looks like this. His club only separated by 1 run from tying this ball game. Got a plan to get back in? We'll see. It's going to be Jackson now. He's going to lead off here as we go to the 8th. And the 8th inning starts with a strike. Here we go with a breakdown of pitches that are outside the strike zone. We can see if he's getting the hitters to chase those pitches.
Well, he's really locked in right now. Got the hitters off balance, forcing the hitters to swing at pitches outside of the zone, expanding that strike zone.
Unpredictability. That's the toughest thing on any hitter. When you can't guess with the pitcher and you can't guess location, that makes it so difficult.
At the belt, Blanton kicks and throws. Swung on, hit, this one towards Trout. And he gets to it.
Now the hitter just out in front of this one, causing him to lift the ball to the outfield. The left fielder makes an easy play.
And it's Torrey Hunter at the plate with one away. He struck out swinging in his last at-bat. Line drive. That's the second out. 2 outs and in the box, Miguel Cabrera. Try it again here, just 1 for 3 thus far. And here's the first one. Strike 1. Blanton got him to swing. 0-1.
Well, he clearly fooled him right there. He had him thinking fastball, and he pulled the string on it, got him to swing right through it.
That swung on, line towards the gap in left center. And in there, second hit for him in the ball game in his 4th plate appearance.
Well, sometimes you don't think much of a 2-out hit, but if they can continue to capitalize and push another run across, they can extend their slim lead.
And line towards first. And that's going to be a base hit for Fielder. All the way to the wall. The throw. And he's in there, no play. And Cabrera will score. Oh, that is a bad throw. It is Victor Martinez. So with this offensive thrust, they extend the lead, and they are making it much more difficult for any sort of comeback.
Well, they needed that one right there, Gary. That was a big at-bat. Now they have the lead. Now they're looking to add on to it, too. Take the pressure off the late-inning pitching.
Now the first pitch. Towards the middle. Oh, that'll move you on the mound. He just barely got out of the way.
He's tired. His pitches are starting to flatten out. 3 straight hits. What more do you need to see before you give him the hook?
It's Dirks at the plate. Had a base hit his last time up. Towards center field. Borges. That'll do it as they put that one away. So they scratch across a run. 3 hits and a couple left. And here's Josh Hamilton leading it off. So far, 1 for 2 off Fister.
You got to believe he's going to be looking for the breaking ball again. He got a hit off of it last time. You got to believe he's looking for it again right here. The heater might be the way to go.
I think there's an issue of how much is left in his tank right here, so that bullpen's going to get active.
You know, it's still early in the game, though, so I'd be surprised if they make this move this early. They may just getting prepared in case they need to go there.
Yeah, with 2 strikes on him now, Josh Hamilton, he'll protect that strike zone.
A tremendous effort out on the mound in this one, and we're deep into the ball game. I mean, we're getting close to the end of this one. They've only been able to get 4 hits against him, and he shut them down and kept them off the scoreboard.
Back up the middle. That is in. It's going to bring the tying run to the plate. Steve, looked like that was a strike. Ball was up high, but I think in the zone.
Well, up and away, but on an 0-2 count, you're thinking, I need to make contact. Exceptional job of eye-hand coordination.
Trumbo is ready to go. He stands in. Last time up, flew out. Fastball, too low, 1-0.
Well, now he can follow that low fastball with an off-speed pitch, or he can come back with another fastball.
The pitch from Fister. Taken inside by Trumbo. That's going to be a ball.
Well, he starts that 2-seam fastball in the inside corner, but it just runs in on the hands just off the plate.
And now Mike Trumbo has the 3-1 count.
A pretty good pitch to hit right there. He takes it for a strike. Clearly, he didn't have the green light.
That misses ball 4. The potential tying run on base.
Pitcher tried to expand the strike zone to get the hitter to chase, but he didn't chase. Take your base.
So looking to capitalize on the RBI chances, Howie Kendrick.
Well, late in the game right here, I mean, you look for mistakes, look for what you can capitalize on, and that walk now is the tying run on base.
And it'll be Joaquin Benoit doing the pitching. As the Tigers decide to bring in a reliever, the fastball is in there. Pops him up. And Infante's there. So Kendrick is down. One away.
Well, they needed that one. That's the first out. They need to try to limit the damage in this inning and hold on to that lead.
Callaspo at the plate. Slider misses badly with it. 1-0. And he looks at a fastball in there. 1-1.
This is the go-to pitch for many pitchers in the major league. The fastball down and away. When in doubt, that's where you go.
There's a ground ball. He's up with it. Wide throw. Can't get him at first base. RBI opportunity. Chris Iannetta. And a golden opportunity late in the ball game.
The key is at least get one run in here. Make contact and stay out of the double play.
And the first pitch. And Benoit misses. That's outside and taken for a ball. At the belt, the 1-0. That one fouled off by Iannetta. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Good spot for the changeup that time. 1-2. Benoit sets and throws. And that gets down, and Hamilton scores. Trumbo's going to try and score here. Tie ball game. He comes in to score.
He takes this 1-2 pitch down in the zone. He's able to go down and get it. Get a good part of the bat on the ball and pick up the base hit.
That's a tough pitch to hit. When you're behind in the count, you just want contact, and he got it. And Borges is going to come to the plate. And you got to think here, guys, that this lineup is on a mission. Here they come. Momentum, it's building.
We just saw right there, Gary, is a guy getting it done in the clutch. That's a prime example of big-time hitting.
Gotta be. That swung on, hit on the ground. Now it's 2 away. Well, here he is, Mike Trout. This Anaheim offense, yet another chance to capitalize. Runners at second and third with 2 outs. First pitch to him. Hit hard on the ground to short. Throws to first in time. That's 3 down. They pick up 2 runs on 2 hits and leave a couple on base. We are tied up here in L.A. Manager's game plan. Let's see how it's playing out for Jim Leyland. And at this point, every move is critical. He doesn't get any margin for error. Strike 1 to Peralta.
Well, sometimes the pitcher's just better than the hitter, and on that particular pitch, he threw that breaking ball down the zone. He was better. So you just tip your hat to him and hope you can get him again.
That is strike 2. Joe Blanton ahead on this count. Big swing and a miss on a heater. Strike him out, 1 down.
A good sequence of pitches right there, using location and selection to get the strikeout.
Avila will get his chance at the plate now. He homered back in the 5th. Curveball swung on and missed. Now it's 0-1.
Well, that's just textbook pitching right there. Exactly where you want to put the breaking ball. Either keep it down at the knees or even bounce it in the dirt if you have to get the hitter to swing over top of it. That's what he did there. Great pitch.
Near first. And he steps on first. That's the second out. And Infante's batting. 0 for 3 to this point. Here we go with the first pitch. That curve is just a little bit outside. 1 ball, no strikes.
Well, this curveball just drops right off the table. It's a good pitch. Give the hitter credit for not chasing.
Gets that call at the knees. Evens the count at 1 apiece.
Looks like the hitter's waiting for a pitch that he can get up in the zone to drive a little bit. That's why he went down to the zone with that 4-seamer.
Here's the 1-1. There's a swing and a ground ball. And Kendrick in position. Throws on to first in time to retire the side. Now for Mike Scioscia, let's see how the progress of this game plays out. And this is where the at-bats are very crucial. He doesn't want to have to go to extras if he can help it. Swung on, chopped foul towards first. Ibar fouls it off again. Take a look down there in the bullpen. They've got a lefty up and throwing.
Well, I don't see him coming in just yet. I mean, with a righty in the on-deck circle, I don't think that's the matchup they want.
You're out. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 on Eric Ibar.
You've got to have better plate discipline than that. With 2 strikes, you need to be defensive and try to make contact. But when you get a fastball, you need to read whether it's a strike or not.
And it's Albert Pujols in the box now. Grounded out last time up. The 1-0 now. That's hit foul by Pujols. Benoit sets and throws. He's wishing he laid off that one. A strike on a pitch in the dirt. 1-2 pitch coming. And Albert Pujols swings right through that. That's going to be strike 3.
That's how you use your fastball, using it very effectively. 2 consecutive punch-outs. Now, Gary, Josh Hamilton at the plate.
This one tapped in front of the plate. Infante feels it, and he gets in there easily.
He's having one heck of a game, isn't he, Gary? Up to 3 hits now for the game, and we'll see if they can bring him home with 2 outs.
And now here's Mark Trumbo. He's really looking to keep this going. There are, however, 2 down.
Well, a gapper could be a game-winning base hit here, so look for the outfield to play nothing over their head.
And that runner at first will be flying on contact. Gets away from him. Comes set, now the 1-1. There's a swing and a drive deep to left field. And that one's put away to retire the side. No runs on a hit, and they'll strand him. You hope things work your way. Let's see whether or not they are for Jim Leyland. This is where you hope you have that lineup inspired enough to get the offense you need and get the club back in it. Jackson swings, hits this one. And he's on. That's the go-ahead run.
Well, when you're the manager, nothing pleases you more than getting that leadoff hitter on base in the inning, because statistically it'll show you that they usually end up scoring.
And Torrey Hunter up. Well, he digs in here, Steve. A golden opportunity to be the hero.
And with nobody out, they need to find a way to advance the runner into scoring position.
Little warm-up action going in the bullpen. That's a right-hander up and throwing.
Well, they're going to wait for the right-handed hitter on deck to get announced, and then they'll probably make the move to the pen.
That is strike 2. Joe Blanton ahead on this count.
He's a free swinger on the 0-2 count, so you've got to think to yourself, don't give him anything too good to hit.
Taken by Hunter. That's high for a ball.
Well, looking at this guy's pitch count, he's up over 80 pitches thus far. You wonder how long they're going to let him go.
Here's a swing and a ground ball. Picks it up. There's one. Decides not to try for the double play. Hangs on to it.
I thought when the ball was hit off the bat they'd have a chance to get the double play, but turns out just got the lead runner with a force out.
It's Miguel Cabrera. He's batting now late in this game. Only 1 out.
And the defense looking for the double play ball. The hitter trying to hit one in the gap.
Trying to move that runner around from first. Back there in deep left center. And he drops back to the warning track to pull it in.
Well, they followed the advanced scouting reports to a T. They played the outfielders back that time, and he hit it right into the teeth of the defense.
Now, Prince Fielder. He stands in now with 2 down. Possible go-ahead at first.
Well, look for them to be very aggressive on the bases here. Possibly an attempted steal.
It's going to be Kevin Jepson on the mound. They've decided it's time. That's swung on a liner here. And that's going to be a base hit for Fielder. Hunter heads for third. He throws. And he can't quite get back in time. He is out at second base. Well, they pick up a couple of hits in the inning, but do not score. Leadoff hitter Howie Kendrick still without a hit yet in the game. He'll get another chance here. Drew Smiley's going to be pitching. as they make the pitching swap.
This is where the manager earns his money. Let's see if this move pays off.
Swung on by Kendrick. Strike one.
Boy, that's some kind of fastball down in the zone right there. The hitter has to be ready for it or he's got no chance to hit it.
Hit in the air to left center. That's one down.
Well, he hit this one well, but it hangs up long enough to give the left fielder just enough time to run underneath and make the catch.
Tiaspo at the plate. Reached on an error his last time around. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0.
Well, you see, he just missed with that fastball right there away. Let's see if they try to come back inside to try to jam him.
Line drive fouled off towards first. On the way. Swing and a line drive. And he's on the potential winning run. Get ready. He's trying for second. And the throw. But the throw is wide. He's in there at second.
Well, this could be the start right here this offense needed in this inning. A nice double right there with only one away. This could ignite this offense, and possibly big things could happen.
Chris Iannetta at the plate. And he is batting here late in the game in a crucial spot.
Well, you've got a base runner. You don't know if you're going to get another opportunity. The game may be on the line right here.
This is the chance at a game-winning RBI. And that's going to be a strike. Chris Iannetta now with a defensive stance behind.
The pitcher's got him right where he wants him now. Up ahead, 0-2. He could waste a pitch if he wants to.
Smiley gets set and delivers. And Iannetta struck out on a big swing.
Well, he climbs the ladder on him, Gary. He just didn't have enough bat speed to catch up to that pitch. Burgos up at the plate right here, guys, in a big situation. Let's see if he can't score a run for his team.
This is what you call a crucial spot.
Well, a game-winning run just 90 feet away.
Fastball is a waste pitch that time, 1-2.
On this 1-2 count, the batter has to protect the plate. The numbers indicate he's willing to chase if you throw it out of the zone.
They pick up no runs on a hit, stranding a man. Check out how it's going for Mike Scioscia. He knows his team can win this ball game. Extra innings adding the pressure here. Martinez watches it for a strike.
Now's the time he goes to the slider. This guy struggles in this situation. It's a good pitch for him.
That's a strike, and it's 0-2, and Martinez now will go into protecting that zone.
That just got started too late there, not pulling the trigger, and that curveball locked him up.
And Victor Martinez looks at that one, and it is an even count.
Well, that pitch right there just seemed to get away from the pitcher, took off on him. Looked like he tried to overthrow that a little bit.
You're out. Swing and a miss. 3 strikes on Victor Martinez. He's down.
Now, good pitch right at the knees there. He swung right over the top of it and just couldn't put it in play.
It's Dirks at the plate. Flew out last time. Strike started off the at-bat 0-1. Swung on, line to right field. Gets down. The go-ahead runs on base.
Well, nice swing on that one. Be able to pick up a base hit right there. That slider's a tough one, and if he runs it in on your hands, you can be in trouble, but not there.
And here is Johnny Peralta. He's batting now late in this game. Only 1 out.
And the defense looking for the double play ball. The hitter trying to hit one in the gap.
Trying to move that runner around from first. Fastball just misses. 1-0. Swing and a miss on the slider. 1-2.
Well, that's just an absolutely great pitch. You wonder why the batter swung through it. If he can continue to throw that pitch right there, they're not going to hit that one today.
This is a swing hit in the air. And Trout. And he meanders over to put it away.
Well, this ball was headed to the gap, but the left fielder got a good jump on it, able to run it down and make the play.
Here is a chance for Alex Avila. There's a smash towards the hole.
Well, you'll take it anytime, anywhere. 2 outs on board. He comes through with his 3rd hit of the game. He's been special to watch today.
And Infante's batting. And he's looking to bring in that go-ahead run from 3rd. Ground ball. Ibar got to it. There's the run, and it gives them the lead.
Well, extra innings, you need somebody to step up and win it. That's a clutch at bat right there. Nothing like now putting pressure on the other team, daring them to come back in their bottom half of the inning.
It's going to be Jackson now. When you want to talk about pot up the middle. And another one. It's contagious. There's the throw. Avila scores.
You talk about a late inning ball club. They needed a big hit late in the game, in the final inning, and they got it. Clutch hitting, clutch performance. What a team.
And it's Torrey Hunter in the box now. And the theme here, repeating, guys, that this offense just continues to expand the lead.
Now, for the visiting team, it couldn't happen any better. Now they're guaranteed to at least take a 2-run lead going into the bottom of the extra inning.
Boy, they really helped themselves out with that hit. You want as many as you can get here in the top half of the extra inning. Struck him out. That'll be out number 3. We'll see if their offense now can get going. And leading it off is Mike Trout. Had a couple of hits, 4 trips to the plate. And he throws the first one. Here's one hit very well deep. Jackson didn't have a problem getting over there in time.
Good pitch right there. Got the hitter a little bit out on his front foot. Easy fly ball to center field.
It's Ibar at the plate. He struck out last time through. Smiley gets set and delivers. This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. And Ibar is retired. Now it's 2 down.
Well, they followed the scouting reports. They moved the outfielders back before the play, and they were in exactly...
Here's a swing and a liner to left center. That gets down. That'll put him on the tying run up. He's going to try to stretch it. Oh, they did not want to do that.
I agree. Josh Hamilton at the plate right now in this big situation, looking to get the job done.
3 for 4 thus far. Ooh, and Pujols is going to steal.
Just 2 strikes. That's all he needs.
0-1. Oh, he's running, taking off for second. Here's the delivery. Ooh, and Pujols is going to steal.
This could be the last pitch right here.
Oh, he takes off for second.
Well, they picked up a big run in the final inning, Gary, and then held the lead. And the visiting team going home happy.
And it's about time to award our player of the game, don't you think? What we were looking at, firepower. Austin